Hello and welcome. Right, we have still got this of the last of the fields that we need to actually lime. I thought I'd actually done it, but it's showing us it needs lime. So, yeah, I felt sure we'd done it last time, but apparently not. It says no, so let's get this done. And then there's just field 8 left to do. After the one that is doing already, of course, or she. I can't see the name, so I think it's Luke. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm guessing. If I'm being honest, totally guessing. I am. It's true. Right. I'm pleased, and I know I say it every time, but it's sort of you take stock. I think as you come in and you think, oh wow, actually I'm not doing too terribly. We have got things to do. The one casualty that I do realise is we've not done any of the grains. I did the canola. And I did sort of, I am being totally honest, I'm not trying to like plug it as well. I'm still not really 100%, but what I mean is it's true. You've got to try and soldier on. But the thing is, if you're not at your best, you make mistakes. You really do. It's as simple as that. So the casualty of this, as I realised, as I came out last time, I thought you were supposed to like do your either barley or wheat. And you've not done that, so we are short of barley or wheat, so we will have to buy some. That one thing is the one casualty. We've got plenty of fields, so certain things like, I mean, I still can't get over how little we did with the sunflowers. That's just so absolutely pathetic. It really is. I just can't get over how poor that was. So these should now. I told you these going over ridges. It just about kills a 150. That's why I never have the GT now at all. GTA, sorry. Yeah, I never have the GTA now. Even if it appears, I just totally ignore it because it's no point in having it. And I did like it, but you go over these ridges with the that. I mean, it nearly kills the Xylon, but the Xylon just about survives the going over the ridges. But the GTA really does not at all. It takes all of its power to just go over the ridges, so it's terrible. It is. So I can't get over how well done. But we are, of course, going to steal a field, and I do think 9 makes a lot of sense for the animals, really. So, this is going to be animals. It is. This is where we're going to go with our animals. I'm not sure we're still... If we I suppose we could start by putting enclosures down. Yeah, we're going to do another pig one. But, I mean, the thing is not to rush that because it depends upon when they're next going to give birth. Which they're a long way from giving birth because they've only just been born. But these ones are 25%, so it's 4 months. So when they give birth again... Bottom line is, so really it probably is not a bad thing if we take the 36 biggies and put them in a new enclosure. Then they're going to give birth and like fill that one, and then 36 are going to grow. We could then trying to think how we're best to do this. Is that sensible, or do we take the 36 real little ones and stick them in the new one, and then they're going to fill? And they're going to be getting older, and then they're going to give birth. Because pigs, the cycles go so quickly, really. I can't believe we've gone through 4 months and they're like giving birth and more than 4 months, I think. So, yeah, that's good. And I don't think we can afford to do everything. Now, we are into pigs, and I thought, really, we do need to sort of show the pigs and show what we're actually doing. So, pigs it is first. So let's stick my pigs down. I'm going to do that as close to this side as possible. It is actually fatter in that section. Then it runs heavily down. You can see there's a big bulbous bit in the middle, and then it runs heavily down. Brilliant. Nice one, Tracy. Let's set you on the last field, which is full of weeds and other unmentionables like that. Yeah, straight across. No, that's not Tracy. Yeah, that's like me. We also need to fix what. So not being funny. With a little bit of patience, you're chatting along, and then all of a sudden the field's done. Bang, and I love it. It really is. Even a 10 meter, you think, well, it's but it is big enough. That's what I'm saying. A bit of patience, and even the monster fields do succumb to being patient. It is quite amazing, really. So obviously stone picker we have not got yet, but we have asked for one. So we're not yet. Just a little bit. I think a bit there as well. And then I think it really is just this field over here. Fantastic. Let's leave Han, my favourite character from Star Wars. So we've got one lonesome field full of canola. Ooh, now that is true. Now this is interesting because we could sort of buy... I think it's going to cost us a fortune though, isn't it? It's like a big field. No, we'll stick to it. We will. I think we've got enough fields. I think we'll stick to what the plan was. We'll buy wheat in. Just that one thing. Now we're losing field 9. But we've got all these others to sort of like replace it. So let's just do that. And let's stick to our pigs first. That is our main business. I just wanted to... yeah, I'm quite pleased that I did what I did. I thought this actually feels quite like... You know, like we're going into pigs. And I like that idea. So let's do it properly. Let's use my pigs. We will do sheep as well, but I think, again, if we do this one enclosure, that is the BA Industries one. I've not used this for a while. Yeah, we need to sort of get to both ends. Now, we could sort of... That would make more sense to do that and to be able to get to both ends. I think that's not too terrible. We do indeed want to customize the fence for a pigsty. We do indeed, because we want to like do this big. So we are going out. Yeah, so we're going to go straight down here. Going to go all the way. Down there. I don't want to go too much further because it drops down heavily at that particular point. So I think let's just see. Yeah, that the line back. Got to try and gauge this. Is sort of just to there. Alright, okay. And so about there, roughly. And then should be reasonably. Do we have to go? No, do we? Yeah, let's go out a little bit wider. If we're doing this. Yeah, that's more like it. And then we've got half of the field for the sheepses. Right. I sound like Gollum off Lord of the Rings. Sheepses. Right. We do indeed. When it says a meadow, I'm not sure that that's why I would call that a meadow, but yeah, it is definitely a pigsty place. So let's just fix the bit where we go on to the pigsty. Can we afford? I don't think. Yeah, no, we're going to use our existing pigs, aren't we? That's what I was just saying. Yeah, we don't necessarily need to like. So let's do soften just for this bit here to like make it go in. And then we need to, shouldn't be a lot over here. And we'll put another, obviously my buy points, are, when I do them next to these, they're supposed to represent a little tiny silo, but it's I mean, that's why I've made them look like a silo, deliberately for that fact. So that's what they're supposed to look like, and they do, I think, manage to do that, which is what was always my plan. So how many do we actually have room for? 725. Oh, Wow. Because I went big on that. That that's just like astronomical. I didn't increase that one enormously, did I? I've not touched the pigsty for a long. That could be Cavalier Roy's. You know, because he did the map, it could be. I never thought, because it's not supposed to be that big. We saw it sort of says. I mean, obviously we know you do them bigger, and obviously it goes bigger. But what I mean is the pigsty is only 177, so that's got to be Cavalier Roy's like a mod for like increasing things. So, yeah. Yeah, quite like it. I've not seen it. I see the orange. I remember it got like a colour that I was quite pleased with, that I'd achieved. Move away from the Horman green that it was originally. Yeah, you can probably see that it is the Horman, but obviously I have completely revamped it. So beautiful. Wow. So that's seriously like, we can shift those a lot. Now, did we bring the Noah across? I think we left it down at the store, did we not? I think we did. Sure we did. Oh, we've still got quite a few bits and bobs actually here that need grabbing down. Oh, that's right, we did buy that, didn't we? So, the Noah? We must have taken it. We got to have taken it. So that is down with the pigs, obviously. I will have seen it, but knowing me, obviously didn't really pay much attention to the fact that the Noah is down there. So it's down here somewhere. So I'd imagine it's visible, I would say. So they've got the flatbed down here. Where did we put them? Ah, there. Yeah, we've gone past it. And how many times have we gone past that? You're terror, you are. Absolutely terror. Now, has this been repaired? Dirt, 1%. Mass category moisture, irrigation. Oh, doesn't tell me damage. I presume then it's not damaged, or else it would have to tell me that it was damaged. Brilliant. So, down to 443,779. Animals we are getting ready for. Let's pop through till... yeah, I presume we've done everything in the sales already. That we're allowed to do. Yeah, that's the other thing. We are doing these rules, and I like it because it means we're not concentrating solely on, you know, like the shop, because this was my big concern when I started to do this. Although there's very little choice at present in the game, and this is a good way to make money, it was the fact that on the first couple of things, when I sort of began to do it this way, I was like a bit, and I was like, oh my love, I spent the entire the Let's Play on being down at the store, you know, and I'm like, I don't want that. So really, there's absolutely nothing there we're going to sell at all. Yeah, I know we're below 500 grand, but you know, we're close enough. Let's go through to tea time. Gone at 8. Yeah, no, I'm happy, otherwise it might go. Yeah, 5 o'clock only. No later, because it gets pretty much pitch black if you like go any longer than that. So no, nothing. No. I'm happy. Right, let's go through till. Oh, timescales extended. Huh? Huh? What? Why did it do that? Brilliant. Now that is useful to know. That's what we ordered that, didn't we? That was... Why did we order that? I do forget. Yeah, it's true. We've already got like my flatbed. Was it some other reason? Because we've got the Anderson? I forget. I know I did order it, but like I honestly, for the life of me, cannot figure out why. So that's another 396. The options you can't get rid of. we'll buy that, but we're going to go through straight to the morning as well. So I don't know why I actually did that. I'm a little bit... Ooh. Well, that's nice. So, I mean, the thing I'm really waiting for is the Rawley Christie. Is the thing that I'm really waiting for. Oh, well, got that. And that's that's half price. So we can't quite afford that. That we're going to buy. And it is at least daylight. Yeah, so the Rawley Christie is the one I'm really wanting for us right now. So let's do that. We will buy that. Oh, okay. Okay. So we can see, actually, that's not taken that much of 9 up at all. It's just like, say you just over there a little bit off the field. I don't know why I did that, really. There's no need to do that at all. So let's grab you. And we'll grab that and sell both of these. It's still a bit dingy. Yeah, so I was hoping, although it doesn't really matter when we do the Rawley Christie. As long as we do it, that's all that really matters. Right. So the snow is heavy everywhere but the store. I think a bit of lie. It's a bit dingy still, isn't it? Really? Yeah, I think it was one of David Merriman's maps that I was on, and I thought, I've just been down the store all the time, so I was like thinking, how do I feature this but it doesn't become oppressive? And like, obviously, yeah, let's just grab the biggie. Can afford it again now, because this is the real one that you're going to make your profit on. And then we want to buy the stone picker, which really we need to actually start to use straight away. So we really need to grab that. What is the 250 horsepower? We don't want arm collision. I'm not bothered. Capacity is standard is more than enough, and I quite like the natural colours of the Poitinger. Indeed, yes. Now then, we have... Let's grab... I'm not sure this can do this, but there's only one way to find out if it can, and that's to try to attach to it, really. So let's have a go. See, can you attach to this to run it back to the farm, or can you not? I mean, I know it couldn't use it. That's not really the problem. It's can you actually attach to it? You can. Oh. No, the PTO's not attached. It's like... Yeah, but what's the metal thing that's next to it? I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. Oh, okay. A little bit low, but yeah, wow. Is that trying to attach the PTO as well? Well, I never. Would that actually respond? No. No, it wouldn't. Right, let's take this down and drop it down onto our fields, which it's snowy on them, so I don't know why we're really worried about doing this just at this precise moment, because I'm not sure that we'll be doing any stone picking with this thick snow on the ground, really. It's pretty much an impossibility, but it's nice for the lorry to get an outing, to be honest. It's been stuck down that shop every single time. Is it? No, I don't think it's even come out. This is its first outing. It's been stuck stuck down there for a long while. We did get the man out, and then obviously we sort of sold the man because, yeah, this was obviously arrived, and I didn't want it not to get used. So, c'est la vie. The rest is history, really. So still at 459, and we bought this, and obviously done a bit of buying and selling, which is sort of put us straight back up, and we built the enclosure, and that's what I'm saying. It really is. I mean, our business, if it weren't for that business, we wouldn't really be in business, and we wouldn't be doing so well as we are right this very minute. Now, this is a tight angle, really. So I'll go very tight to make this work. Oh, a nice bit of ducking and diving there. Very nicely done. Not sure we're going to make it. Ooh. It has got the horses to do this, really. It's weird, isn't it, with the lorry? It's 400 odd horsepower, and I always think it's a weak, but it's still, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a snippet. Right. So a few of these have got stones, but really, as I said, there's not much going to go on at the minute. So animals is the most important thing we've got. And the pig pasture. Well, I think we're quite happy at that. 50% reproduction. So we need to shift. Are we going to shift the lilies out? And make room for that. We need to do it, but we don't need to do it just this very month. So, yeah, let's go through till... Let's put my lights on as well. Till about dinner time, I think. About 1 o'clock. Okay, that's 3 o'clock. We've pretty much, like, blasted the day away, but, you know. No, I'm not sure the walkabout actually fit. This has got to be one of the profits, hasn't it? Yeah, the power settings. I think that is the weakest. So we'll check this one. 122,000 is what we're paying for it. And 86,000. I'm not sure this is going to fit. We shall see. Fantastic. And we will buy that. Oh, the Subliminous header. And yes, I did put onions on. I have got a mod, though, to do it too, so in all my defense. But it is true. Yeah, no, it's... yeah, because it can do potatoes as well. And sugar beets, so not totally out of the ball game that we're playing by. Yeah, really... It's a far... Yeah, this is sort of what I was saying last time, though, was the fact that sometimes in the game you've got to go with what works, because like the little one we tried to use, the workers are like rubbish with it, and it's just not working at all. It's really quite pathetic. Right. Ooh, now that's a little bit of good luck that fell right at that precise... bit, and all we need to do is reverse. You couldn't ask for anything to be better than that, could you really? No, that's a point. If you stick the big walkabout bin in that, will you be able to still see the actual tractor? But you'd have to sell the tractor first because it's outside. Yeah, it does seem to follow. But let's see. Yes. So that wants to be... So 132. Forgotten now how much it was. 86 to 98. Fantastic. So we're keeping the Subliminous header. But we're selling the Daemont, which is where most of our cash was. So this was really cheap. We will repair it. It's got its light showing on it. Well, you know, it's not always necessarily a bad thing to have a mobile light, but yeah, it is. Must keep meaning to switch these off, and I keep forgetting. I keep coming in and thinking, oh, those lights are so annoying. But you know, When you're down at the store at night, not necessarily a bad idea. Oh wow, I don't think we ever did repair those. Brilliant, excellent. No, we want the other. So that's got permanent lights there. We've somehow got magic lights. We have, I know. That's why I want to keep doing it. I keep forgetting. Sometimes it shows the things being strapped. Other times I don't think it can because you're not quite in a place where it can show them. So I think it confuses the game engine. Not bad. So 469, 119. Not bad. Not all things considered. So we could sort of... What is that showing? What is that icon? Got to be an add-on icon, hasn't it, really? So 469, it's 3 o'clock. Let's go through till 6-ish. Yeah, I don't know how I... Do you do it right? No. By holding it? Oh, you do. So you hold it. Timescales restored to default. Right. That's... yeah. Oh, okay. Right. We will do that. Yes, Caesarius is the another casualty of the game where it really doesn't work properly. So we will do that one, but we're not going to do it yet. That's to sell at some point soon. And let's go through till 12 o'clock in the morning. Or maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. Not the bestest of ticks-ups, but not a terrible one either. Big Roy. Ooh, we could buy the Valtra. I don't think it is Momentum. It is. Yeah, it is. Now, is this one... No, it's not one we can afford because it would kill us. We could afford that now. Let's be honest. The farm has... No, yeah, you can... I like this because one of them's monstrously large. I think it's a slightly bigger one than that. That's it. I think that's a monster. That is, and what I love about it, I actually like the colour. We'll have it green. It's you just can choose whether you want like medium, big, or huge. And I like that. It's really quite amazing. So let's go through till the morning, where it's a lighter, 9 o'clock-ish. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock-ish, not 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Nice one. And yeah, that we've not got the thing down at the store. Another Daemon. This is very popular. That'd be perfect for us to buy. But again, low price, you buy it. Low price, you sell it. And it's not. Yeah, it's a shame. But are we going to go into that? No. So let's do this bit of selling that we did already. Momentum is for us. We need to pull you out the road. We'll sell Big Roy. Those lights from the Sublevimus are really very, very light. Yeah, so the momentum we're going to keep, because it is true, although our 9 meter can do everything, it's not a bad thing to to have two, really. When you're getting as many fields as we've now got, it really is not a bad idea to have a second fairly large one, so... And let's grab these. So, obviously the momentum's cost us a bit, because it wasn't cheap. Where did I... Oh, it's right next to us. Yeah. It was blending in. So it is true. I mean, I love that little harvester, and a massive fan of that kind of thing. I often used the little 1 point something meter that we had in FS22 and 19. That it was so tiny that I used to buy like at least 2 or 3, and you'd set workers going, and it would take them ages to spin the crops off the ground. And I never realised for a long time that it actually was also a horn topper, and it was the horn topper as well, but it was a tiny little 1.2 meter spinner that used to spin them straight off the off the fields. And boy, was it! Oh no, that's true. We have no. I was forgetting we've got that lorry. Yeah. We left it down here on purpose. We said we were going to take our lorry and leave this one down. We said, oh, its job's going to be like to lift lorry, to do lorry backs. And then I'm forgetting it's down here. That's just typical of me, really. And the beauty of this thing is it sort of obviously was meant for this kind of task. No, I just need to move the telehandler, I think. It's right in the way. Those lights are a bit bright, aren't they? I keep saying it, I know, it's terrible. I've got to remember one of these times to do that, Sublevamos header, and just remove the lights at the very least. No, keep doing that. Right. Fantastic. So 451,740. Let's check our animals, because I think we're getting close to giving birth. We are 75%, so we need to shift a little 3-month-year-olds. Now, we're still okay for water and that, but we do need now. Definitely need to move our animals, which means we will need to grab some more pig food over yonder to our piggery place. So, no, we could use you. No, we couldn't. No, we can't. Telehandler? That's true, actually. No. We are being silly. We could put this straight into our pig place. Is not a bad idea. Now, of course, yeah, this is not the main thing, but it doesn't really hurt to stick a goodly amount in, being as we can't stick them anywhere else. Yeah, so one thing as I came in, I thought, you've not done your productions, your corner production silos. So it means I can't put them in. So it means, but we can, it's true, stick them straight into that. Don't think it's going to hurt. It's not liking that. It's not really liking doing nearly 50 odd tons of food. It's not really meant to do things like this, but it's doing a very valiant job, really. I do love the Merlot. It's a nice bit of kit. It's done a very good job of the angles. It's not only the Merlot though, there's quite a few. The Red Rock is also, again, I'm not complaining, it's such a brilliant by fast farming. I love it a lot. I think the capacity on this is somewhat big, so it's not really going to hurt. I think it will cope with this kind of yeah, it will. You can see it's Are we going to do a buy point like over here? Tucked in sort of the trees? I think it's not a bad idea. And this is the little storage silo that we've got for the farm. As no, you are doing it right. Container is the right one. So yeah, I think we're doing another one of those. It's in matching with the farm, I think. We don't really particularly care. It's just tucked in nicely. So let's just... So we want... Let's get this right. Some corn. No, wheat will do. It does need a bit of wheat as well. Let's do about 20 tons of wheat. And... No, we're still not in the right place. That's it. That's it. I ought to put... Yeah, I've started to put grates in on like my things because I hate dumping into the ground like that. I've done it on my BGA, just added a grate onto that, and I'm going to start to do the same to everything just for the realism side. You know, the bit of it that... So we want some... We do need a bit of canola too. A bit of protein. I think it's the protein. So we'll do... Yeah, 20 tons of that. That is a bit dearer. Because canola is... Yeah, well... It is a bit of a dear one. So that's where the canola or the sunflowers would be. And we're hitting the collision. See how well we're doing. Total capacity. So this is the protein going in. And then we'll see. I think we can do it at least... Oh, this one does need a manure thing, doesn't it? So it needs some straw too. But we do need to stick the manure thing down. So now corn. Or sorghum. It doesn't care which. I think corn's cheaper. So, yeah. We'll do a full amount of corn. I think it can just about cope with this kind of capacity. So we sort of, because we've gone for the extra enclosure, so we're going big with the pigs, and boy are we going big with our big, massive, you know, like extension. I've never done a pig one that big. I mean, like, you know, the extension, I've usually done them quite small, so... oh no, it is. I've got to say, let's see, can we get it all in? Let's do, while that's filling, let's stick the manure thing next to it. A long time since I've done this. Is mine fixed? I think last time I used it, it really was done. Yeah, the little one did work. I think it's lost its picture if I remember. Oh no, we gained it back. So it needs sort of... Can we do it at a slight angle? I hate the fact that this is so finicky about the way that it's toggle snapping off. It's toggle snapping on. That's right. It does cardinals, this one. That's the thing I used to hate about it. Yeah, it's so... I think that would be about the best you could do it. Really. Because it's that bit there at the side that you really need to get to. So, yeah. Oh, no, we didn't quite do it. Right, okay, so then. Can we stick this? We should be able to stick this. Let's just do a bit of grass, a bit of the green just here, because I think it looks awful. When that's the only trouble thing, the thing is when you do like on a field like this, it's just so horrid. It does look quite horrific. So let's just... it's a bit too far then. Then we'll do some proper grass too. It's, yeah, I know we're probably spending money that we shouldn't really, but sometimes I think you've got to make it look right. I used to ignore this and think, no, it's, mind you, it is true in FS22. Grass was so expensive, it really was. So yeah. Let's just stick this in the silo. We can't get it back out though, can we? No. It's not working at present. Unless the silo that I removed was the drawing out bit. It is possible. Obviously, yeah, I don't know how to find the... I could have sworn it was Alt plus H, because H is the hide, and then I thought Alt plus H was the one that brought it back to sort of see the items. No, that just did... I don't know what it did. Oh. That's field detection. I could have sworn it was Control Alt. Nope. Okay. Well, I suppose we could stick this in the silo anyway, even if, like, because it means we do need to do some straw, or else it's just not going to work. I think it's supposed to come out of there, and I just don't think it's... Which, Cavalier Roy, I'm quite sure is going to do an update on this. Yeah, we can put it in, and unless I'm missing something... it could still be that I'm right, though, and this is a bit tight going down here. The only thing, this is one of the few vehicles I think that could get away with because of the way the telehandler turns. So really, they do make a really good, yeah, I mean, that type of turn is just phenomenal, and there's only really a telehandler can get away with that kind of... so we need to flip this the other way, because we've run out of room. We may need to take one of the trees down, and then remember, you do need to grab your animals. That's the entire reason we're here. So has that detected the manure thing now? It has indeed. Yes, fantastic. I think that it might not be perfect. I think, but it's, to be honest, Cavalier Roy is very good at this type of thing. On Maypole, he's also had a bit of bleed. Most of them it seems to be quite difficult to, so we need straw to make him so that you can't see any bleed of the thing coming through. And mine's right in the middle of the wall where it should be. It really is sort of spot on. So, yeah, straw. I think it's got quite a big capacity for straw, so we should fill this up. This needs repairing as well. Yeah, and we need a bit of a top-up with the telehandler as well. So let's stick this in too. Check. I'm sure it's got quite a big capacity for straw. So not too. We do a bit of an excess of the root crop. We can see that. So we knew it was though, but it means it's going to take a long time for that to. Yeah, we could easily do another one, can't we? So we shall. And then at least we're getting manure. Well, that was the other thing I was thinking. In a way, it's probably more sensible to move the biggies before they give birth, because they're the ones that are going to produce the most manure and slurry. And so really it makes more sense that they're here, not there. So I think plan is going to be changed, and we're going to move the biggies into this very, very large place for growth, which is much more than I expected. I think that'll do nicely. So then, with that in mind, I think it's down the other end anyway, the dumping bit. Let's grab, you will do nicely, in fact. Let's grab the Noah. And we're going to need 70 tons shifting out the road. Because it's, I don't know, has that got any, like, I think it's still got, jump straight out into the... No, we... Oh, it must have automatically done because we definitely left some in. It's a very long trailer, this is. Very long. It is, I concur. So then, I think it's all down this end. It's all happening. No, we did repair it. We did remember. So we need. It's all happening down this end. Pretty much where the trough is, or just past the trough. So then, I think we just have to press. Yeah, I was going to say, it's not showing that mod. It's doing what it did with store deliverers. The game's broken the full capacity, so we want to take out. We want to take the biggies, and we can only do so many. 13, I think. Yeah, we do indeed. Fantastic. They're definitely in there. This might be the first time I've actually used this enclosure, I say, because I don't very frequently do pigs at all. And I'm sure it's this end. Sure it is. And again, we're going to have to like press the... No, this might do it, actually. This might... I don't think it will. The game seems to not be doing that. You just have to like... Sure it's... roughly here. Okay, I'm obviously not as sure as I'm thinking. The other thing is, couldn't we set this going now? Because like it's a long time since the snow's disappeared. That's what I'm thinking. It is March as well. Should we? I think April's the month where we can do everything, so it's probably not a bad idea to, yeah. That's Anakin. So then let's grab that. No, I can't see where we are because we're hiding underneath there. So we could visit. Yeah, that's not a terrible thing. No, we're back over here, aren't we? My bad. I'm looking in the wrong place. So we do need to find... Where is the place for the animals? We were going to switch zone markers on, weren't we? And then I thought I've had that epiphany that it was about time we like started the stone picker going. Is it all going down the other end then, perhaps? Is everything down that end? Okay, let's have a look. It is as well. Right, wow, it's going to be a bit hard to get to. I wouldn't have made the mistake of doing the manure had I realised. We can, I think, reverse around there, though, so it's not the end of the world. I think we can do it. I hope we can. Yeah, so it's very good that we've not got the silver line for Wilson. Yeah, that would be a little bit tricky. Well, yeah, I think we could do it. I do. It's not... Just have to do it slowly, don't you? Not like try and rush it. Yeah, no. No. Actually, yeah, let's do it. A bit more. Wow, it's tight. I am right. Right, so then, pigs in. Absolutely, yes. Let's go grab some more. So I've certainly made that difficult for myself, haven't I? I have indeed. Yes, definitely. Right. Out, indeed. If we go... Yeah, it does, I was going to say. Go the wrong way and it goes to the fullest you can do. Yes, if we wait till they give birth, it'll obviously... There's not much room in that one left. But the other thing I was thinking was the manure and the slurry was... It sort of makes sense to shift these because these are the ones that are going to give us the most manure and slurry. Not sure what we're doing with the manure and the slurry, but yeah. This is true. And then gently does it, gently, and we're going to be turning quite fast. And I think we should be able to do that. So that's 26. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think... Has that got collisions for a vehicle? Oh, yeah, but very deep in. We need to sort that. Brilliant. So let's move Anakin on. That didn't take long, did it? I think one thing I've got to say, Cavalier are always beautiful. The headlands on these are like to die for. Amazing bits of kit. So it's not surprising that the worker just whizzes around the fields because he's just done such a good job of the headlands. Yeah, absolutely amazing. So you're going on that one. And we are coming back around, I believe. Confusing myself with this. Right. Last set. Our main business. So we need to be grabbing the momentum as well. So I think it's not a bad idea to send... So yeah, that's it. No, that is all of them. Fantastic. Which is just the youngsters in there. And we're going to grab the momentum because we're going to need that next month. So we'll grab one of the big tractors. Necessarily a bad idea to come at this from quite a far angle and then spin in quickly. Although, yeah, you need to start to turn quite quickly. I think otherwise you're going to miss the boat and you're going to hit the like that as well. I knew I was gonna. You can't get perfect times every time. You're sort of leaving yourself. Yeah, it's true. If we go around like that, we might be lucky. It's still quite fantastic. So we should see. Now, that is a point. If you move your pigs that were happy from one place to another, does that automatically unhappy them? I bet it does, doesn't it? No, no, it doesn't. Yeah, so that's not actually, they've not had a scare. Fantastic. That's really nice to know. So 36 animals that are going to give birth next month is amazing. Right, let's grab the, I don't get it. I think it's the one there. Yeah, that one there. I like this. This is a really nice tractor. Let's send this down the store and let's switch zone markers off again. I think we've We've got all of the use we needed for that. I think we're back to all right. Let's try and knock that in a bit as well. Okay, that was a bit mess. Yeah, I'm wondering if the silos that I sort of took there away, if they were important for the release, you know, and I've just destroyed them, so therefore I can't, you know, release them. Now we know this needs to go right down to the road. Yeah, it doesn't like doing the travel across the map. Right, let's do this. And then we're gonna like set destination. I think we'll do it just outside the store. Like so. Just check for a minute. No, they're happy. If they start to move like that, you're definitely all right. So then let's grab you. Move you out the road. We could get this repaired ready. It's such a good move, this is. Obviously, that's its real strength. The fact that I kept on forgetting for a while. I think this needs repairing as well. Oh, pushing the subliminous header. My bad. No, we do need to repair that as well. Fantastic. Let's get this ready for our worker. And we'll run it back. And I think I reckon that's not been not too bad a session at that point, I reckon. I think that's about perfect timing. I did see him coming up the road. And now I seem to... No, we're at the... Yeah, we're... Josie. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Josie. That's our well-being lady from work. Yeah, she's a really nice lady. Really solid. I don't put anybody in as a character as my driver unless that, you know, I really like them as a person. It's an honour. She may not... She does know. She does know. I did actually tell her that she's one of my drivers. She's a really cool lady. Quite a rare person, actually. Yeah, there's takes everything in her stride. And obviously being the well-being lady means she's got to be a positive character, and she really is. But she's... Also, all my life, she's seen a lot of action, as in like she was a nurse. She wouldn't mind me saying that, and she sort of really knows her stuff. That's what I mean. So mentally and emotionally, she knows, you know, like everything that makes people tick. Well, not everything. I don't think anybody knows that, but you know what I mean. She really does know her stuff, and yeah, she's helped me a lot really with dealing with things and stuff like that. So yeah, she's been a great support while my friend was sort of who's just sort of recently passed away, was going through some really terrible times, but she helped me deal with that. So right, so there we go. So what do we need to set this? We could set the sunflowers actually going. We want a big field. We did also say now that we've bought all of the fields, we should be able to stick a buy point. I was a bit unhappy with like where we could put it, but I think now we could stick it wherever we like. Smack bang in the middle, I would say. Fantastic. Set you going on the next field. Have you got any stones on this one? It's hard to see when you've got... We'll take a stab at doing it. Yeah, I would imagine it's got stones as well. Let's have a quick look. Yes, it has. Not a lot at all, but it's definitely got some... Oh, fertilised well, aren't we, on all of them? Amazing. So then, where can we stick? That might get walloped, the limer. It's a bit too close to the edge of the field, I feel. So really not far off where the... yeah. Can we actually stick it on the path? Do we want to stick it on the path? I would say pretty much where the plough is, or just sort of slightly there is probably not a bad place. Let's go for my other one. Let's give that one a bit of an outing. We've had the others, haven't we? So let's do my original one. We'll stick it partially on the like about that. That's not too terrible. Let's do a little tiny bit of softening. Yeah, that's not too terrible. Let's get this whopper field. And it is true, we could do the sunflowers, because that will be allowed today. Wow, that is a beast. It is, right. So, let's set this going on this field. It's one of the biggies. I should be quite happy with doing that. And I don't think that's too bad a place to actually leave it. I think we've done really well. Yeah, I mean, we're still at 417,000. We've built the enclosure. Animals are in. Only 36, we know, but from humble beginnings. Yeah, from, what is that old saying about, from an acorn the mighty oak doth grow, as it said in Old English. And it's true. Little tiny things can go huge. So we've got our little cuties all alone with their mums taken out. They're like, not, yeah, I mean, you can see they're getting to that cute, but like not tiny weeny look like, you know, yeah, we know. Yeah. You're a bit sad we've taken them. They're not only over yonder. They're not, you can still hear them singing. Yeah, you can. Or speaking. Yeah, maybe not singing. I'm not sure that pigs sing, but oh, okay. I knew that thing was going to get in the way. We've got a case of the tractors not appearing. Yeah, that's not showing on the map. Yeah, I don't think we need any more lime. Yeah, I think we're all limed out, which is a good place to be. That's so fantastic. So I do. I think that's not a bad place to leave it. They're both normal workers, so they'll start nicely next session. And it is true, we do need to get cracking on, but we do need to go through a little bit, so we'll have to do that too. And yeah, our youngsters should be born in the morning. Yeah, from those, and the others should be getting. Yeah, they're halfway through puberty, so another couple of months and they'll be out of puberty, and they'll then start their 4-monthly cycle of giving birth as well, which the 4 months, it doesn't take long, does it, to go through 4 months? Not like cows that have got such a long sort of period where a year, and it just seems to take forever, but pigs are sort of blinking like they've done it. Quite amazing. So I'm going to leave it there. all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you can stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.